Hello and welcome to another Pick a Card Tarot reading. This is Golden Lion Tarot, and I am happy to bring this message to you. So Spirit has been urging me since this morning to do another reading involving your parents and messages that are want to come through that involve them, or anything that has to do with energies they are integrating right now that have to do with lessons surrounding the way you were brought up, or the people that helped to raise you in this lifetime. So I went ahead and did a little meditating and shuffling the cards and got the energies rolling. And then I went downstairs and I saw these awesome Himalayan salt rocks. So I own a Himalayan salt rock lamp, and it's really soothing. It's supposed to help keep the help keep the air cleansed and at a higher vibration, and we can all use the help that we can get in keeping our vibrations high and helping us to integrate the energies that are coming at us, sometimes at full steam ahead through the day, sometimes the energies we can control, and other times they just come flying at us. All right, so the salt rocks wanted to be part of this reading. I feel that's because you guys are really going through clearing right now, really facing some things that have brought you a lot of pain in your life, or have confused you. So thank you to the salt rocks for helping to clear the air, clear the energy, and clear my mind so that I can bring forth messages for you. All right, so I'll just show you each of the rocks, and you guys can do what you need to do to focus on which reading is going to be better for you, or if both pile 1 and pile 2 are for you, then great. I think that there's some people like to just watch the whole thing and pick out which messages are for them, and that works great. However it works for you is the way to go. All right, so here's the Himalayan salt rock for pile 1. And yes, my fingers will be salty after I touch these. My kids like to pick them up and then lick their fingers. And I cut some paper, so just to give you guys something to focus on. So we went with green and blue for pile number 2, and a lighter salt rock for pile number 2, with some more dense minerals in these sections rather. So Himalayan salt is also good for eating, and I like to use it on food. I like to use it intermittently between Himalayan salt and then iodized salt, because we also need the minerals from iodized salt in our diet. And some people like to know the decks I'm using. So for this reading, I will be using the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck, possibly the Elemental Oracle deck, the Lay Vampire Oracle deck, the Rider-Waite Tarot, the Game of Thrones Tarot. All right, we'll get started. Okay, hi pile number 1. Thank you for joining us. And you chose the green card with the bigger, pinker, more vibrant colored Himalayan salt rock. Thank goodness for salt. It really brings out the flavor when we're cooking, and it makes foods taste better. It's amazing how this rock right here makes food taste so much more vibrant. And they say that salt brings out any food, like the flavor of it. It's amazing. So thank you, Earth, for creating such minerals for our enjoyment. All right, so I will go ahead and flip your cards. So you've got the green. Also, we'll set that there for you, in case anybody's working on healing their heart chakra. That green is for you. Okay, so cards are starting to jump. Spirit's getting crazy over here. We've got nobility, honor, high standards, idealistic. Okay. So somebody feeling quite royal. Hopefully it's you, pile one. Okay. Then we've also got transmission, spreading of conditions, influence, impact. I think I got this card in my last reading. So maybe we've got someone back for another reading. So thank you for supporting and being a part of this family. All right. We also have full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. So please, somebody out there needs to hear that message. Please do not let pride get in your way of bringing a matter to a solution. And then we've got the Lovers. Oh, these were the two cards that flipped out right here, out of order. Okay, and then the Eight of Coins. So those two flipped out. You had a, and then you flipped cards out again, because I think those cards flipped out to remind me about these two cards flipping out. All right. So now we've also got new beginnings. So what are you venturing out into, pile number one? What is calling you? Number one, base chakra. So you've got 0, 1. You're beginning a new adventure. Awesome. Congratulations. New beginnings are exciting. We've got the Tower card. And we've got the Knight of Coins. So honestly, pile number one, I know that this is a reading for your involving spirit messages from your parents or energy surrounding your parents, but these two cards are really grabbing my attention. So somebody out there, I feel like, is having a work romance. Somebody is excited to go to work in the morning, excited to go to work because they know somebody is waiting for them. They know somebody can't wait for them to walk through the door, can't wait for them to look their way, to cast a smile upon them, to show favor to them. Okay, so I feel like there's someone in the this channel is flirting and creating a new romance in their workplace. So kudos to you, because nothing beats the vibration of falling in love and having stars in your eyes and waking up happy and floating on clouds and daydreaming about somebody that you think is super sexy. So I send you like lots and lots of love to that, because that is a really fun thing to be experimenting with right now. So we're gonna put those cards right here, because I feel like that was just like a little extra message. Okay, now the rest of the cards we've got going on here I feel are pertaining to your parent, one of your parents, both of your parents, however it works for you. Maybe you're only close to one of your parents, maybe you don't know both of your parents. But I feel like somebody has a parent that could quite possibly put themselves ahead of you, and that's not what we expect when we look at parents. When I look at a parent, I expect them to be really um, laid back, not like that their needs don't matter, but more laid back on what their needs are and really ready to go, getting amped up, getting excited for their child's needs, their desires. Obviously, when a child grows up and moves out of the house, this this isn't the case. But while the child is young and in the house, then I think that the child really needs to be put first. I mean, for the parents that work out there, you cannot always put your child first. Okay, I get that. But in your heart, a child can feel if you are putting their needs above your own, meaning that child's needs are almost more important than yes, you need to take care of yourself to make sure you are healthy and available for your child. But in all reality, a young child needs more attention than an adult does, needs to be taken care of, needs to be the center of attention. And I feel I'm picking up on some energy where that may not have happened for you when you were growing up, that you were not put first, that you were not the center of your parents' attention, and that has done some damage to you. I also see that somebody's parents were really dog people, that they put a lot of attention on their animals, that maybe there's even been times that you've been jealous of a dog or jealous of one of their pets. And that I send you super love for that, because that can be, that can hurt. I also feel that for some of you, the parents that you have, they didn't treat your siblings fairly, that maybe they gave more love and attention to one of your siblings more than they did to you. Maybe they didn't say it out loud, but you could feel it in your heart, and it caused pain for you. And this pains like these don't go away. And then I'm also feeling messages around this Leo card. So Leo's a really amazing and awesome zodiac sign to display the energies surrounding a Leo. In fact, I have Leo. I've got a lot of Leo. Even my son is Leo. It can be a really beautiful, sharing, caring energy. But in the negative, Leos are not always the best people if they're displaying the negative traits, because Leos can be very self-centered, and they can put themselves above everyone else. They can think that they're better than other people. They can act as though other people's needs aren't as important as their needs. And it can be a really distasteful energy to display. And that's kind of going along with the energy that I was picking up already, where somebody's parents were not giving them the attention that they required to be a healthy person as they grew up. I feel that somebody is also at like an impasse though, because we have a new beginning here. So somebody's addressing this situation and looking at flat out, straight on, no more like sugar coating, sugar candied, no more covering up the shit. Like if there's shit there, they're just exposing it so that it can be felt and dealt with. I feel that you've got this Tower card, so you're ready to address these issues. You've already addressed these issues, and the falsities that have held you down, I think that you haven't valued yourself as you should have. I think that you're a really gorgeous, amazing, beautiful being, and you're starting to address that now, because The only reason that you didn't think much of yourself, not the only reason, but one of the biggest reasons, I should say, that you didn't think much of yourself in the past is because of these strange things that your parents put onto you. These strange ideas got in your head that you weren't the most amazing person in the world because you were not put first as a child. And that can do a lot of damage. And it did a lot of damage to you, but you're tearing that down regularly. You're looking at it, you're dissecting it, you're feeling it, you're crying when you need to cry. Maybe you're even like doing something about it. Maybe you're even talking about it to other people. And because there's a lot of value when you deal with something like that's as painful as this, there's a lot of value of you taking your pain after you transmute it and using it to help others that have had similar situations. So maybe you're going to be stepping into a role that you're able to help others, because right now I feel that you're healing, you're looking at it, you're evaluating the circumstance, you're figuring out why you had to feel this way. I feel like you've gone down that rabbit hole. You've like really sank deep into the fear that was wrapped around you involving this situation, and now you're starting to rise out of it. I feel that it's been a slow and steady pace. It's been a slow and steady integration. It's been a slow and steady it's just been a slow and steady. I don't want to say that like that at times it hasn't been fast, because it's been a slow and steady gradual step back up the ladder, but sometimes there's been like serious like crashing awful moments that like one of your parents might call you out of nowhere and just like ruin your day. And then there's like, I see fast chaotic energy involved. So at those times it feels fast paced and chaotic and going all over the place. But those are the moments that are like shedding light into what you've been dealing with your whole life, because sometimes we can't really see things properly when we're little. So if you get glimpses of your past, say your parent calls and fills you in with like a really horrible thing that reminds you of, oh my gosh, they've been doing this to me my whole life. Well, then you get fast-paced movement of feeling intense pain, but also those moments are fast healing you. So sometimes the energies can be fast here, but mostly it's been a steady moving upwards climb. I feel that with this card, it's really important that you surround yourself with things that bring you security, and that's what's going to expand you. If you just keep surrounding yourself with stable things, whatever helps you to feel stable. Let's see, what helps Pal one to feel stable? So what helps you to feel stable is the King of Wands. What helps you to feel stable is following things that you enjoy. So say that you found a passion in really treating other people. Maybe you found a passion from being mistreated. Okay, so that's going to bring you stability. I feel that you have found some passion out of this. What else is going to bring Pile 1 stability? So we got the Knight of Swords. So what else is going to bring you stability is seeing the chaos that this family member has brought to you. That's going to bring you stability, even though it doesn't feel like it at the time. I keep like seeing this really super duper white cloud right there. I feel like that's you. That's you becoming like an angel. That's you becoming like something way bigger, something way bolder, something way more than this nasty energy that held you down is. So you're finding like passions out of the chaos. A seed has been growthed out of the chaos. You're expanding out of it. You're going to be dancing in celebration. Like, your worst pain is also going to bring you the height of your blessings. I see that there's a lot of movement in this area that is changing because you're walking and you're like on top of the earth. So I see you like as a leader for others to follow. You've gained so much wisdom from this family member. This family member that's caused you so much pain has also brought you new beginnings. You see now that you have choices and decisions, and it doesn't matter what they think, because what they think you're awesome anyway. It's just they don't know how to treat somebody that they love. That's the problem. And you're going to be able to see this soon. You already know it's not your fault. You've been sitting in silence and integrating these energies and expanding yourself and becoming, and now it's time for you to like start choosing wisely. So like, who are you going to surround yourself with? Maybe you have to cut someone off. Maybe you have to cut somebody off for a little while just to get your energy isolated, integrated, and whole again. There's nothing wrong with taking the time you need to be alone. That's how we grow. Let's see, are there any other cards that need to come out? Any other cards that want to come out for pile 1? So you got the Moon card, and we got the Magician. So that's just showing me again that things haven't always been so clear to you. Things have been super foggy. It's like now you're wiping the sleep out of your eyes, and you are bringing in brand new feelings. You're looking at this situation in a totally different way, which helps you to celebrate in your heart, which then allows you to manifest something else, something completely different than what you were born into. Let's see if any other cards want to come out from the Osho Zen. Any other messages from Osho Zen? So we got maturity. So you've matured into something. You've blossomed into this beautiful thing. You're growing. The snake is eating its tail. The circle is complete. All right. So now I just want to take the elemental oracle and just get you a message from there. If I have, yep, the book. Okay. Ask for a message for pile 1. Okay. We've got ice and purity. All right, let's see. So number 33. Oh, I was looking alphabetically. Okay, we'll go for the number. Okay. The way forward is clear. See nature in its purity. Let it come for you and strip away what is unnecessary. Freeze out what is not of benefit to you at this time. When you look at things clearly, there will be purity to the solution. All right. When water gets chilled at 0 degrees Celsius, it freezes into a solid state. That is, ice is formed. Ice has different appearances and forms that often depend on the rapidity and of the freezing. Ice is less dense and is frozen in its frozen form than in its liquid form. A kind of magic, really. That's crazy. I never thought about that. Ice is lighter than water. Wow. Okay. It does, however, increase in volume, having a larger volume than water. So ice gets bigger, but it's lighter. Wow. The biome where ice forms naturally is called a cryosphere. Glaciers are very important forms of freshwater storage, while icebergs are usually large pieces of ice that have broken off from the land ice sheet. One of the most tiny but beautiful kinds of ice is that referred to as diamond dust. Okay, so let's see what diamond dust means. Okay, these are ice needles. Okay, diamond dust is ice needles that form at temperatures approaching minus 40 degrees Celsius due to air with a slightly higher moisture content mixing with colder surface-based air. I have witnessed this phenomena. It was so exquisitely beautiful in the way it shimmered that I forgot how cold I was. Wow. So somebody that wrote this book watched the icicles form. Very cool. Ice introduces an almost outer worldly beauty, a kind of purity that very few other elements can offer. Ice festivals in places such as Japan, Russia, China, and Norway make an icy aficionado, an ice aficionado happy. So this person really loves ice, and that's so cool. So they celebrate ice up in the northern cultures, Norway, Greenland, Russia, China. That's, I never thought about it like celebrating that. That I love it. I love like how beautiful winter is, but an actual ice festival. So I feel like this card is just signifying that, you know, once you were water, once you were a child, once you were a being made by your parents' creator hands, once you were that being, maybe you imitated them, maybe you did what they wanted to, but now, yes, you are still a being from their creator womb, their creator body, their creator words that came out of their mouth, but you have changed. You have integrated who they made you become into what you want to become, from the person that you came from. I know that sounds like a tongue twister. Hopefully you get the message that I'm trying to portray here. And I think it's really gorgeous. I think the world is lucky to have you. And I can't wait to see what you create out of this, like out of all that you're becoming, out of all that you have became, and out of what is coming next for you. All right, pile number 1. I thank you for being a part of this reading. I ask you if any of this resonated with you, if you could please leave me a like, leave me an emoji down in the comments, or leave me, if you could subscribe, that would also greatly help me to grow this channel and to help connect with your energies and keep bringing you these readings. All right, take care. Hello and welcome, pile number 2. So the topic for today's discussion is guided messages involving your parents. So I went ahead and got the ball rolling and shuffled the cards and got a few for you. So you chose this blue card as well as this more round chunk of Himalayan salt, lighter in color, with maybe some extra minerals on the bottom. So maybe not all meets the eye within your parental arrangement. I feel like there's hidden things looking pretty on the outside, but maybe some discord sown in the family that others cannot see. Maybe that was done a lot in your family. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move this up here. You also chose the blue card, so maybe you are working on developing your third eye. All right, so the first card is the Lay Vampire card, and you've got the monster within. Okay, so that goes along with what I was just saying. Internal struggle, personal challenges, wanting to improve. And I didn't laugh over anybody that's having struggles. I was laughing because of how I just was talking about that and then flipped this instantly. It just went hand in hand in my mind. It was a synchronicity for me. Okay, so if somebody's struggling with personal challenges right now, we want to just salute that and respect that. Then we've got prey, stalked, invaded, watched. All right, that's not a very high vibration. All right, then we also have you and your loved ones are safe. So maybe that's something that you needed to hear right now. New moon in Cancer. All right, and we've got surrender to the divine, full moon. So full moons most generally hold the energy of endings. And we've got victory and success. Bum, ba, bum. Congratulations. You're having a sort of victory and success in something that involves you with your parents or how that they raised you. The energies are entwined with that. And we've got discontent and boredom. Let's just move these down here. All right, and we've got the Page of Cups. The Hermit. And awareness. So it could be you're finding your inner guidance, you're finding your higher self, and it's all due to struggles that you've had in the past due to your family, due to DNA, karmic ties, karmic debts. I'm feeling karmic debts with this pile. I'm feeling like parental, what are they called? Iniquities that are handed down from one parent down to the next generation, down to the next generation, to the next, and it just goes on and on and on and on and on for centuries. So it could be that you are the breaker of some of these iniquities, the reason that they have hit you so hard, the reason that they permeate every cell of your body and just have overtaken you is because you will be the breaker of these karmic DNA patterns. All right, so that's why I feel like this this trumpeter is like saluting you, because this has been going on for possibly hundreds of years. Some of these negative traits that have been in your families, that have been in, yes, Celebrate today. Make a note of it that it's time for you to give yourself a giant pat on the back, a big hug, and a thank you, because Earth needs you now. The humanity of Earth are depending on people like you being the breakers of these awful. It's almost like a breaker of a curse. I feel like there's going to be different family curses that people have. It could be this, like, it could be poverty that some families have carried for generation to generation, and you're going to be breaking that. It could be just the opposite, taking advantage of people, taking advantage of the poor, taking advantage of humanity to have a giant successful business. You could be the breaker of that chain. There's so many different chains that you could be the breaker of. So I feel like you have noticed that you're going to be doing this. You're very well aware that you're going to be breaking these family imperfect, it's just like some crummy energy that you're going to be doing away with. I feel like you're just like tearing it down and like becoming something different. When you look in the mirror, it's like nothing that your family sees when they look in the mirror. Could be that you have like different physical traits than your family because you're so unique. It could be that you don't look like the rest of them as much as maybe your family has like a certain characteristic, like a certain type of nose, and you don't have that nose. Could be God made you so different because dun, 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 you are the person that's going to be changing things. You are that different. All right, so I'm also getting some energies off of the Monster Within card and the Stalked and Prayed card. I feel like a codependent energy here with relationships, especially with this card, you know. I feel that it could be that your parents or one of your parents like really attract like negative, low, like scary vibed opposite sex members. It could be that the only type of relationship you've ever seen your parents be in is a codependent relationship, and it's almost like you could play like the loneliest, saddest tune in the world because of all of your disastrous relationships. It's just, I just keep hearing like that sad violin music of grief. So maybe you've never seen a healthy relationship. You grew up never seeing a healthy relationship, and you don't even know where to begin with building a healthy relationship. I think you do, but there was a time in your life that you didn't. So that you ended up just attracting like some really messed up people. I feel that when you were in these relationships, that you were probably giving off like negative Cancer characteristics. I feel that like Cancers in the negative can just be they can overthink, they can be people pleasers. They can feel that they're not good enough a lot of times. So I feel that maybe you watched your parent just like fall in love easily. Maybe your parents fall in love super easily and attract boyfriend after boyfriend, or girlfriend after girlfriend. And when they become attached, they just like sink their claws, put their pinchers right into their beloved and just gush them with undying love. Like infinite amounts of love just come pouring from the heavens into their hearts and out their pinchers, and they just won't let go of their loved one. They can be like overbearing. And then usually when someone's like that, the opposite sex or the same sex, however this works for you, tends to become off put. They get bored, they get discontent, they disconnect, they want to get away. So usually the harder someone wants to hold on to a relationship, the other person just wants to run away. Yep. I'm seeing like with this card under here, like someone getting total and complete stars in their eyes every time a new person flies into their life. I feel like this type of person would be super insecure, and the only time that they would feel secure is when they have somebody loving them, like in a relationship. The only time that they would accept themselves as being a worthy person is when they're being loved by either the opposite sex or their ideal mate. I think it's the only time that their eyes would light up. It might even be the only time that they were nice to you is when they were in that la merry fantasy world of falling in love. Could be that's when your parents were only nice to you. Oh, that's definitely some sad energy to grow up with. My heart goes out to you. But I see that you're also the breaker of this chain. So, but even though that you're the breaker of this chain, a lot of pain has surfaced. I believe that you're dealing with this pain. You're facing this pain. All right, let's ask the cards. Why is it that you had to deal with this sort of pain growing up? Why did pile 2 have to deal with this sort of pain? We got the 7 of Wands. So it's like it was your destiny to feel this pain in order that you would learn how to stand up for yourself. So I believe that probably this codependence issue trickled down to you, and maybe I keep seeing you just like inheriting the curse that your parent had, and you letting people walk all over you, you only being happy when you were in love, your eyes lighting up only when somebody looked down on you with like joy and love and acceptance. You really needed to learn the lesson of standing up for yourself. Why else did pile 2 have to go through this? So pile 2 also needed to go through this because you needed to learn how to break down horrific energies. You went through this in order to be the light for the rest of the world, to show them that it's okay to change the way you were raised, to change the person that you are, to become something else. Why else did pile 2 go through this? So you also went through this, so because you were like one of the few people that could handle carrying such a burden. So I see that you're just like a really tough person. You're really strong, and you know how to grow out of adversity. Not everybody can. Some people collapse when adversity hits them, and you have probably been to the brink of collapse, but you have gained muscles and you are able to keep going when other people are not. Any other reasons why pile 2 had to go through this? So we've got the 4 of Wands. So I see that you know how to bring stability out of this pain. You have a very specific destined path, and that is to to break down codependent relationships and to build proper, meaningful ways in which to love one another, ways in which to love the opposite sex, ways in which to love the same sex, ways in which to properly respect yourself while you're in a relationship, and ways in which to properly love your significant other. You're going to be celebrating the fact that you learned how to accept and love yourself and not need anybody to love you in order to love yourself. This is something that you're going to be celebrating and sharing with others. So it's like, thank you for your service. It's all sorts of light workers and star seeds down here on earth, giving so much of themselves, bringing so much light to such a dark place, and your service is going to be recognized. You're going to help other people through your experiences. And if you need to go out into nature and hug a tree, this card suggests that that may just lift your spirit while you are integrating these lessons. It will still your mind. It will raise you up, because we all need to be raised up from time to time. And sometimes we lose our friends when on this road, so we learn to find new friends. And I see that you will find new friends in nature. All right, so I just wanted to also pull a elemental oracle card for you. I've got the book here. And let me grab the deck. Right, the elemental oracle. Oh. All right. And I have two. All right. You've got number 38, dark matter. All right, let me just find that card. Okay. Mystery. Dark matter. The world still has mystery, and this is a fine thing. Just because you cannot see it doesn't mean it is not there. You do not have to know the details of everything. Some things are better not revealed at this time. Have faith. So imagine an elemental force that makes up possibly 85% of the universe that you cannot see and remains elusive, but you know it is there. Imagine this elemental matter is called dark because it's hard to perceive and it doesn't interact with electromagnetic radiation such as light. So it's virtually undetectable. Yes, mysterious. How do we know such a thing exists if it remains invisible? The math says it's highly probable due to the way the universe behaves. In practice, the term dark matter is often used to mean only the non-baryonic component of dark matter. So let me read that again. Dark matter is often used to mean only the non-baryonic component of dark matter. I don't know what baryonic means. Maybe you guys do. If anyone does, they can leave it in the comment. That'd be great. Baryonic is the word. B-A-R-Y. B-A-R-Y. It's on the bottom there. B-A-R-Y-O-N-I-C. Okay. We still don't know what dark matter is made up of. Although there are many theories, scientists have managed to categorize dark matter by cold, warm, and hot, terms that refer to velocity rather than temperature. Dark matter is the subject of a huge amount of study. For now, we know we have a mysterious force that holds the universe together, which is a fantastic concept and one that invites the idea of the unknowable into the frame. Science does not know everything yet. All right, so I think it's really cool that you got like such a mysterious card that it's like letting me know that there's like something really mysterious taking place with your reading. So I feel like, you know, you're bringing stability to the world through this issue, and you're really tough. You're like, and I see this, I keep hearing this trumpet like going off. It's like, yes, maybe really some serious, harsh words were given to you as you were growing up. It could be like the way you grew up could have killed somebody as sensitive as you, but somehow you made it through, like, and you're growing. You're growing something brand new out of it. You're becoming something completely opposite of what you were. I just see you like stuck in the mud. Your family was like a big mud pit that you like got gooed and glued into as you grew, and my goodness, somehow you were able to hold on to your light through that, and you were able to hold on to some sort of a vision, and out of it, maybe you don't know what it is coming out of it yet, and maybe you already do have the inklings of the vision of what is coming out of this, but something magical, something mysterious was holding it all together. Something magical, something mysterious is guiding you. Something magical and something mysterious is behind the works of this whole situation. So trust that even though it was terrible, I mean, it was so terrible that I keep hearing this violin. Also, I hear this trumpet going off and also this sad song in the background of the trumpet. I hear like this like melody. It's like sleepy and sad, but I also hear dun 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 dun. So keep waving your wand, keep like going toward your passions, keep following your heart, because there's mystery here, and it's up to you to like mold what comes next. So this was like a really inspirational reading, and it was an honor to read for you. I thank you for being a part of this channel and integrating your energy into these readings. And I ask, if you appreciated any of this reading, if you could please leave me a like, give me an emoji in the comments, or even subscribe to my channel. All of your energy that you can put into the channel is greatly appreciated. It allows me to keep going and to keep bringing these readings to you. All right, I send you lots of love, and until we see each other again, take care.